All right, everyone. How is everyone doing? Type in the chat. How is your energy today? Yes. How's the Josh? Energy is high enough, sir. Okay. Great energy. Outstanding. Yes. Okay. Hi. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Show me some energy, right? Type in the chat. How excited are you for today's session? Type in chat. Right. Okay. Very excited. Amazing. Mhm. Great to see you after a long time, says Nitish Jha. Yes. Right. All right. Before we get started, I want to know exactly where are you guys joining in from, right? Where did you get this invite from? Did you get this invite from our YouTube, maybe Instagram, WhatsApp? Where exactly? Yeah. Mails, emails through MSSC group, HRA, WhatsApp. Yes, Instagram, WhatsApp. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Okay, so most of the people are okay. And have you been a part of any of the trainings that I've done before? Right? Have you ever been a part of my 3-day workshop, 5-day workshop? Right? How many of you have never been a part of anything that I've taught before? Yeah. Okay. Awesome, right? So those who have already taken some of the programs, maybe small or larger HRA program, which is my signature program, then you must be able to understand, like, most of the things that I'm teaching or I'm going to teach you in the future as well. That is like HRA is like the foundation of everything. Like people who actually know HRA, they generally know all these. They will understand. These are all top of the things, right? And 3-day sale boost program also, says Bhumika. Okay, awesome, right? All right. So let's get started with today's webinar. So just a couple of notes before we get started. I want everyone to type in the chat, what category are you dealing in? So I know, like, my concept should be relevant to which market we are catering to. Toys, footwear, baby apparels, shoes, beauty, India, honey. Very competitive. Honey is very competitive. Supplements, again, very competitive. Yes. MSS is kitchen, puja, watch, suppose. Okay. Nauticals, very good. Dried fruit, okay. Yes. Pet clothing and accessories, furniture, kitchen crockeries. Coconut oil, that's also very, very competitive. Amazing. Electronics, home and kitchen lighting, packaging, skincare, bath towels, puja articles. Okay. Amazing. Hygiene. Okay. Spiritual. Not much advertising allowed in spiritual products, I guess. Gifted items. Great, great. Awesome. So how many of you are managing Amazon advertising on your own, or do you have an external team? Type in the chat. How many of you type in the chat, if you are managing on your own? Okay. Many, right? And how many of you have, like, let's say, third party managing for you? Time and chat 3 if third party is managing for you. Okay. Awesome. Amazing. All right. Type in chat, what is your monthly sales right now? What is your monthly sales? Let's say talk about uh, April, right? Today we are in May. 4 lakh, 70,000, 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, right? 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, right? Okay, 10 to 5 lakh per annum, 1.5, 65, 40,000, right? So whichever size you are in, these concepts work for almost all kind of businesses, all right? If you are selling in India, US, UK, any marketplace when it comes to Amazon. In fact, I would say if you go with these hacks and you apply for other portals as well, they would similarly produce the same kind of results, all right? Anybody selling in the US apart from India? Anybody selling anywhere else? Type in chat or type in chat your marketplace if you're selling. Swaroop, Nishi. Okay, US. Yes, US. All right. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's get started without much delay. All right. So welcome everyone to 7 hacks to improving your PPC profitability. All right. So let me just introduce myself again because most of the people know me, others don't know me, right? So my name is Viral Jain and I'm an Amazon expert and a coach. I started selling online in the year 2015 and I've been selling since the year 2015 for almost more than 5 years now. I did very well. In the start, it was very rocky ride for me. I was learning, growing, and I did very well for myself through a lot of ups and downs. And after being successful at selling online, I started sharing my knowledge to the world with my content on YouTube. And that's when I started feeling that a lot of people actually need those kind of guidance. And then with a huge amount of demand for me to teach them in person, I started my program of teaching people how to scale using Amazon advertising, PPC, other techniques, listing optimizations. And that's when how my program was born. Then when I started with my program, there were a lot of big sellers who came to the program. They liked the entire content, but the biggest problem with them were, how do I do both things, Viral? How do I manage my manufacturing? I have like 10 100 things to do as a business owner. And how do I even learn the PPC? I know your knowledge is good, program is good, but I don't have the time to apply or even teach to somebody else. Even to teach somebody else, I need to learn myself first. And that is when a lot of people were actually reaching out to us to manage Amazon advertising and the entire account for them and help them grow with them. At the start we were very hesitant to move forward with that because I did not have a team. I did not have an inclination towards going and building an agency and doing done for you service. But due to a lot of requests, and we ignored it for like 4 or 5 months, but then there was huge demand. And then I thought, like, let me try it. Like, let's go with it. And that's exactly how Advertising Saga was born. That's my agency and that's my company, where we help brands and large sellers to scale fast. All right. As of today, we have worked with 40 plus brands to help them scale. Some of the brands that we have worked are currently dominating in their niche, while some are top sellers. Some of them even have got awarded the best product of the year. Others saw a minimum 30 to 40% growth in their total sales quarter on quarter. For some, ACOS and TACOs have come down dramatically. For others, they have been completely free of all the day-to-day advertising, management, growing sales, because we as an Advertising Saga help them scale, launch everything while they can manage and focus on their core business to help their business grow faster. Some of the brands that we have worked, and of course I've not listed all the 40 plus brands. As of today, it's more than 50 plus, but I don't want to mention everything. Otherwise, half an hour of the webinar will just go in that, right? So I worked with baby buttons into the baby category, carrot card into jewelry, lock and lock into the home and kitchen, will eat foods into foods, organic netra, Indian chai, too cute, love for arcade, pet crux, midberry, vamio. Almost all the niches we have kind of worked with. Some of them have also become bestsellers. You can see they become bestsellers in the pet category. They become bestsellers in the water bottle category. Medberry, which is into multivitamin, they got Product of the Year award as well. Some of the brands that we worked with the in the US is Vintage Craft, SGI Bedding, Forever Earns, and PT Group. PT Group actually is owned by Aditya PT, and it also owns a considerable amount of percentage in Patanjali. So they are big investors in Patanjali as well. So these are like a couple of accounts that we have managed over. Like there are many more in the US, but I'm just giving you a couple of big ones that we have managed till now. Now, we have spent almost thousands and thousands of dollars and months developing these strategies for you. It's not like I've done it yesterday and I came up with this today. We have done like a lot of experiments, managed so many accounts, have managed so many high spends, that we have developed these strategies and we have tested this and it works like magic. So I want you to make sure that you stay till the very end, because the seventh hack is actually going to make or break your entire optimization and increase your profitability through the roof. All right. So my whole promise to you, what is going to be there today. At the end of this webinar, I promise you, you will have an exact game plan of knowing how to exactly reduce your ACOS and increase your PPC profitability by 15 to 20% month over month, if you apply the same. All right. Who's ready to accept the challenge? Type in the chat, I accept. Right. If you accept the challenge, right? All right. Amazing. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. So today I'm going to share with you 7 hacks to reduce your ACOS while keeping your sales intact. All right. So you will reduce your advertising cost of sales while you'll keep your sales intact. So let's go with the hack number 1. All right. So hack number 1 is a zero sales search term. Okay. So the easiest way to reduce your future wasted ad spend, right? For example, if there are, how many of you know, first of all, what's the difference between a search term and a keyword? Type in chat, I know if you know what is the difference between uh, a search term and a keyword. Yeah, most of them know, right? So keyword is what you put in the campaign, and search term is what that particular keyword spits out. For example, I can have a keyword called football into a phrase match, and a customer might be typing best football for kids. My ad will trigger, right? So generally what happens is, uh, most of the times the keywords can, if you know, like most of the times when we use keywords, it generates irrelevant search terms and they spend a lot of money. Sometimes relevant search terms also spend a lot of money because they are not converting into a sale. So hack number 1 is zero sales search term. So the easiest way to reduce your spend and your future ad spend is by blocking the search terms. When I say blocking, that means doing a negative exact of search terms that have at least 0 orders. Like in the last 60 days, they have produced 0 orders and has more than 7 clicks. If they have, let's say, if there's a search term that has got 7 clicks or more and 0 sales, you do negative exact. You block that search term because first of all, it is not converting. You've already given them enough chances. And if you don't block it, it will actually keep spending a lot of your money, right? Generally, if you can see autos or any manual keyword campaigns, you will find those search terms in your account. Now, these search terms spend a lot of money by not converting into a sale. If you block them after testing 8 clicks, future wasted ad spend will stop and it will reduce the spend while improving the conversions. So how many of you know that Amazon rewards conversion? So let's say if there are 100 keywords that you're targeting, and let's say you are only converting for 20 keywords and you only bid on that 20 keyword, Amazon keeps rewarding you because Amazon thinks that you're only bidding on these keywords and you're converting very well. So Amazon also likes that you convert and they reward for conversion. How many of you are able to understand number 1? Give me a chat if you're able to understand. Yeah. Yes, is my voice coming clear, everyone? Somebody saying voice is not clear. Yeah, awesome. All right. So now let me give you an example, right? If you go into any of your campaigns, all right, any of your campaigns, you can go to your campaign, go to your ad group, okay? And you click on the search term over here, all right? And you can see, you can just click on the filter by, and you can filter by 6, 7 clicks, greater than 7 clicks, orders equals to 0, you will find these search terms. Now you can see in this example, this search term, solar charger controller, has 27 clicks and 57 spent, 0 sales. What do you do? If you find these kind of search terms, these are like very small examples, not a big campaign. Imagine if you have a successful campaign, I can bet you these are just 120 rupees wasted. You will find 1200 or more than that, right? How many of you know what is the next step? Type in chat, what do you know is the next step, right? Once you come over here, you just need to select everything over here and click on add as a negative exact. How many of you are able to understand? Right? So what is going to happen is that you are going to block these search terms from showing up in the ads again. Whenever somebody types these kind of search terms, your ad will not show up and you will block this ad. So now the 120 rupees that you have spent or you have wasted, in the future, it is not going to get wasted, or you have just stopped that. Now, what is going to happen? Tell me, is your spend going to go less? Yes or no? Is your sales going to be the same? Yes or no? Yes, your sales are also going to be the same because you're not stopping those kind of search terms which are generating sales, but you are stopping those search terms which are not producing you any sales, right? Awesome. Yeah. Somebody's doing, yes, you can do it with bulk as well. Like I'm just giving you like framework, whatever is comfortable for you, right? Understand the concept, do it anyway. That's completely okay. Go campaign by campaign, go bulk files, use the software, do the same, right? Okay. All right. And when we use this kind of strategies, like for one of the accounts, and you can see what happened, right? In the month of March, they were bleeding at 29.74% ACOS, right? 29, almost 30%. In April, using this one strategy only, the ACOS came down to 24.32. From 30 to 24.32, almost 18.22% drop in the ACOS. How many of you think that is fantastic? Type in the chat if you think that is fantastic. One small little tweak, not many things, not 100 things. Do what you're doing, just one small thing. Somebody saying boom. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. How many of you found this simple and easy to implement, right? Okay. How many of you think you can do this right away after the webinar? Yes. And I promise you, when you do this, take a screenshot of your dashboard and save it. And then after a month, once you are doing this exercise every week, check what is the difference in your ACOS. You'll understand. Okay. Yeah. All the questions I'm going to answer in a couple of like towards the end and in the between as well. But I want you to first understand this concept very well. Okay. I'm going to put you and give you time for asking me questions and everything. All right. Hack number 2, poor CTR, search terms, right? So what is a CTR, right? It's click-through ratio. For example, I am getting 1,000 impressions and 10 people, let's say 1,000 impressions and 100 people are clicking on my advertisement. That means a click-through ratio of 10%. How many of you are able to understand? How many people are actually watching my ads and how many people are actually, how many people are actually, like how many people I'm showing my ads to and how many people are actually clicking on that. It is a ratio between that. If there are 100 people my ad is shown to and 10 people are clicking, that means there's a 10% click-through ratio. All right. An ideal and good click-through ratio is always above 0.5. If you can see in Amazon dashboard, above 0.5 is it's a good CTR. Anything below 0.3 is not that great. All right. Okay. So now let's talk about the hack number 2, poor CTR search term. These search terms are having very poor click-through ratio as they have failed to engage with the shopper. So what happens is, tell me one thing, okay? I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Let's say if I'm a buyer, if you are a buyer, let's say, I am seeing your product, like you see a data where there's 1,000 impressions, let's say 10,000 impressions, and you see out of 10,000 impressions, only 100 people are clicking. That is again like good. I would say like 50 people are clicking, not even 50. Let's say 10 people are clicking. That is a 0.1% click-through ratio. Yes or no? Right? Do you think, what does that mean? If your impressions are very high, but clicks are very, very less, click-through ratio is very less, what does that really mean? Type in the chat, what do you think that means? No, not depends upon the category. What does that mean? It's a very simple thing. If 1,000 people are seeing, but only 10 people are clicking on it, what does that mean? Either it's irrelevant, it is not engaging the shoppers, yes or no? Something is not working for that. Like it's not like, you know, the keyword is not relevant. There's something off, right? The shoppers are not engaging. So what does that, so what happens when the shoppers are not engaging? Right? So when the shoppers are not engaging, it can actually lead to a lot of future wasted ad spend because a lot of people will click, but they would not buy later on. So these are having good impressions. So these search terms actually have good impressions, but they have a very, very less click-through ratio. Hence, we are going to block them to stop future ad spend future wasted ad spend that it could bring, right? So if we know that it's not going to convert into a sale, what is going to happen? If you block it right now, if all these key search terms, which have very, very poor click-through ratio, we stop it right now, in the future, they will not bleed our money because they are any which way is not engaging. A poor click-through ratio just means that this ad is not relevant to that buyer or that keyword. These are the search terms having less than 0.3 click-through ratio and no sales. This will stop the future wasted ad spend. For example, if you go into your campaign, again your ad group, again the search terms, you can see over here, you can filter by orders equals to 0, impressions greater than 1000, and the click-through ratio less than 0.3. Now, all these search terms, how many of you think, first of all, these search terms that have come, they will never convert into a sale? Type in the chat why. Like this is a very good example. Why do you think this will never convert into a sale? Even though this has just got one click, why? Come on, like it's a good test and it's a very good exercise to understand. Yes, it's not relevant. Like I'm selling a water bottle, which is like my brand, for example, and all these click to ratio, which is poor, is coming for the search term cello. I'm not selling a cello. That is the reason why my click to ratio is so poor. Even if I don't do anything, what is going to happen? In future, this one click will have 10 clicks and I will spend more money. This 6 click will turn out to be 20 clicks. If I stop it right now, all these ad spend will be blocked for future. How many of you are able to understand? Give me a chat yes if you're able to understand. Okay. How many of you are finding it awesome? Type in the chat awesome if you're learning something new, right? I've never shared this click-through ratio, all these things before. Never. Right. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. Then what do you do, right? Once you have identified all these things, like all these search terms, you just click over here on the left-hand side and click on add as a negative keyword. How many of you are able to understand? Add as a negative keyword. So then in future, there will be no sale happening. Yes, there will be no ad showing up on these search terms, which have very, very poor click-through ratio, right? Okay. In the negative exact, do negative exact. Don't do negative broad. There is no negative broad, first of all. Either it's exact or phrase. So only do negative exact. Okay, don't do phrase by any chance. I will explain you in the last hack, like why and what. All right. Okay. So far, any questions, anybody? Like, are you clear till now? Give me a chat. Are you guys able to understand? Yeah. Let's go slow. What is ideal ACOs? I have 10 as an average, which is good, Abdul. 10 is good. That is not bad. Ideal is depends on the category and your product, but 10 is awesome, I would say. Naveen, time frame, I would say go for last 30 days. Last 30 days. Yeah. Clear. Yeah, 30 days, last 30 days. All right. Okay. You could do it. You could do it. Depends upon how frequently you're doing, Umair. If you're doing it weekly, if you're doing this exercise weekly, then you can go for last 14 days. If you're doing once a month, then you can take it 30 days. Depends upon how frequently you're doing. It also depends upon the time that you have to do all these things, right? Yeah. I have good ACOS advertising, but not now it's a waste. I have a good ACOS advertising. Now it's a waste. But as an exact, put an exact, can I like it? No. Broad phrase exact, which campaign should be used? All these are like very different questions, Shivangi. Ask me the question related to the hacks. Other questions, I'm going to give you a time towards the end for the Q&A as well. So that time you can ask many things. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Preeti will go back later on and I'll show you that. PPC 3 months before that, ACOS is 58. Okay, awesome. Okay, and you can see over here, I just gave you an example. You can check it out over here. You can go to targeting any of your keywords and you can order this, right? Here you can see, I think I have not done that over here. No, this is a different slide. Sorry. Yeah. So let's go to the hack number 3, controlling high ACOS keywords. All right. It's called controlling high ACOS keywords. Now there will be those keywords in your, Amazon advertising, which is converting very well. बहुत अच्छा बिक रहा है, right? It's doing very well. But you're getting sales from that keyword, but the ACOS for that keyword is very high. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. Now, if you stop, the sales go down because you're already getting sales from that. But then what to do, right? You need to do something, otherwise your ACOS is not profitable for you. So what to do in that scenario? Now, these keywords are having some sales, but they have a very high ACOS and somewhat are unprofitable, right? Maybe they have 100% ACOS. So you're getting sales, but the ACOS is so high for those keywords that they are unprofitable. So what you have to do is you have to reduce the spend on these keywords, which is 100% unprofitable and bleeds your money. For example, if there is a keyword which is getting you sales, maybe good sales, okay sales, but the ACOS is more than, let's say, 100%, 120%, then that's super, super unprofitable. Even if you're getting sales, you're actually making a loss than a profit in that. If your objective is to rank, that's a different thing. If you're not doing for ranking, just for normal sales, then it's like 100% unprofitable. So what do you do, right? By reducing the spend on these keywords that are converting yet are severely unprofitable, you will achieve a balance of sales and profitability for this keyword, right? So what we need to do is we cannot stop or pause these keywords entirely. Rather than that, we will do some bid optimization, right? So what you can do is if there is a keyword which is very high cost, 100% or above, and it's unprofitable, instead of pausing the keyword, you drop the bids by 50%. Okay, you drop the bids by 50%. So what is going to happen is your bids are going to go low. So your spend is also going to go low. Your CPC also goes low. Your advertisement is also going to go low. But whatever sales you're going to get generally is going to be very, very profitable at a very, very cheap cost per click. That means the ACOS will be very low and the spend will be also very, very low. But if you pause it, you will never, be able to get any sales from that keyword. You do not negate them. Remember this. You do not do negative exact to them. You do bid optimization with these keywords. How many of you are able to understand? Type in chat, I understand, if you're able to understand. Okay. Can you please repeat the third point from the start? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have 100 campaigns, each campaign. Okay, we will cover questions. Don't worry. Yeah, we will cover. All right. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm going to give you examples also if there is one. Okay. It's a good example to show you. So for example, you go into your campaign today. Okay. Now again, you can do it anyhow, right? You can go to, maybe you can use a software. You can do, if you're a student of HRA, you can use bulk files, whatever it is, like, we do it anyway, but just do it, right? So you go to each of the campaigns, all right? Or let's say high cost campaigns, if you want to be like, you just get started, you don't have much time, right? You go to the campaign, you go to the targeting, which is your keywords. You filter, you click on filter by, and you click on orders greater than 0. And ACOS, let's say, is more than, let's say, 100%. I've taken 50%, but you can take, let's say, 70 to 80%. Now, how many of you think this keyword helmet stand has 87% ACOS? Is it profitable or super unprofitable for me? Type in chat. Is it profitable or super unprofitable for me? What do you think? Super unprofitable, right? Most of people would agree with this. So now, even if I'm getting a lot of sales, maybe I'm not making much profit. Imagine I'm spending 1,000 rupees to acquire 1,200 rupees of sales. Like if I just calculate, like I don't get any margin. Like it's waste of my money and everything. Yes or no? So in this case, if I just pause this keyword, it is going to be like, I'm going to lose this sales, like these 2 orders that I'm getting, like I'll just lose this. Instead of that, what I will do is I will drop this bid. Can you see this bid, which is 10 rupees? I will drop this by 50%. Now, what is going to happen when I drop my bids? The cost per click that you can see, first of all, the impressions will go down because I'm not bidding aggressively. Then when the impressions go down, a lot of people the traffic goes down. When the traffic goes down, the cost per click goes down. When the cost per click goes down, your spend goes down. When the spend goes down and your bid is minimum, even if somebody sees your ad, what is going to happen is they are going to have very low cost per click, and they are going to convert into a sale if they will. But you will not bleed money over here. How many of you are able to understand? Type in chat one if you're able to understand. Okay, awesome. Let's move ahead. Okay, so we are coming to the hack number 4. Okay, hack number 4. Controlling a semi-high ACOS keywords. Now, so before what we spoke about is those kind of keywords which are ultra unprofitable. When I say ultra unprofitable, that means they have more than 100% ACOS. Like there is no way I'm making any money on that. It's like I'm just doing it. I'm just giving this money off like it's charity, right? If your goal is for ranking or otherwise, then it's a different thing. But if you're just doing generic advertisement for that keyword, it's like not acceptable. Okay. Now there are another kind of keyword, or I would say semi-high ACOS keywords, where the ACOS is not very unprofitable, but not super, like it's not an ideal ACOS, but not super profit. It's in the middle, right? So these keywords are having some sales, but they are having higher than the target ACOS, or you can say mid-level ACOS, either of it. Now, what you can do over here again, reduce spend on these keywords, which is 50% unprofitable and bleeds your money. So let's say if you have ACOS, which is not 10-20% on the keyword, but at least, but not even more than 50%. So let's say less than, like, anything which is less than 50%, but more than, let's say, 20%. Those kind of keywords are called semi-high ACOS keywords. What you're going to do over here is you're going to reduce the spend on these keywords that are converting into a sale, but are semi-unprofitable. And again, when you drop the bids with them, you will achieve a balance of sales and profitability for these keywords. Again, advice to you from experience: don't negate them, don't do negative exact. It will kill your search terms, sales, everything. Just do bid optimization. Drop the bids for these kind of search keywords which are semi high cost by 25%. How many of you are able to understand? Yeah, are you clear with that? For HRA people, you can use what I have taught you, the G formula. That stands good, right? Use that. No worries about using these things. I'm talking this to the general public who do not, who cannot understand the complexities that we go through. All right, Faisal and everyone. Okay. All right. Can we pause any non-performing keywords? I'm going to come back on that as well. Yeah, I'm going to come on that. Sayyid, I'm going to come on that. That is going to be one of my hacks, right? Okay. Any more questions? I'm just okay. So far, any questions I'm ready to answer right now. So let's go as everyone is understanding. But then there will be less. Yes, there will be less impressions. But any which ways, how are you making money? The goal of selling on Amazon is not, or any marketplace, is not to be there, right? It is a business exists to have a profit. If you're getting sales, but that is unprofitable to you, like very unprofitable, you're not making money, you're losing money, what is the benefit of you just bidding on them? Why not just focus on what's working? Like when you reduce, yes, impression reduce, but that's the goal. Otherwise, your ACOS will never come under control for those keywords. All right. Okay. Okay. There are few keywords which are very relevant to my product, but the ACOS is very high. If your goal is not to rank on those keywords, Nitin, then I would say just use what I'm teaching you. Yeah. Okay. Can we pause any keywords? Yeah, I'm going to come on that. Okay. Can we change automatic to manual campaigns? Can we change automatic to manual campaigns? Sorry, I didn't understand your question. There are few keywords for which I'm relevant to my product. Yeah. What should I do? Drop the bids, right? If the cost is very high, just drop the bids. But if you want to rank on them, always want to come on page one for them, that then you don't drop it. But otherwise, yes. My bids are at INR 1. How do I drop? You just need to pause. Rajat, then you need to pause because you cannot go lower than 1. If that is your situation, drop it, right? My campaign is good in lifetime, but there, okay, one, how many of you want me to give you one golden tip, right? Which most sellers do it wrong. Which most sellers do it wrong. Give me chat, I want, right? How many of you believe that what you measure, what gets measured gets improved? Yes or no? What gets measured gets improved. What if you're measuring things wrong? Is it going to improve or decrease? Is it going to worse or improve? If you're measuring something wrong, is it going to improve or like it could deteriorate? Most people do not know how to analyze data, right? They go to the campaign manager and I see this question every time. Hey, Viral, my lifetime ACOS is 5% and my this month's ACOS is 80%. I want to go at that ACOS. You got to understand. Now I want you to tell me on in your honest opinion, year after year, how many of you are seeing the market getting competitive? Yes or no? What products were selling, what you were selling, let's say 10 units a day. After 2 years, you're selling 2 units a day for that product. Yes or no? Then how can you compare a lifetime data? You're somebody, I was shocked. One of the sellers where we were doing an audit, he told me his ACOS for the last month was, let's say, 40%. And he told me, like, I showed him that, through my audit and everything, that your ACOS can be brought down to 30s without sacrificing sales. But he's all like, Viral, but my lifetime data, like 3 years before, my ACOS was 5%. I was like, how do you even like, I don't understand, right? This is the biggest problem. Like, most people are too attached. They don't understand market landscape. What is relevant 6 years before or 3 years before is not relevant right now. Imagine, like, COVID came, so many things came, hundreds and thousands of sellers got onboarded. The entire market is getting competitive. Startups are joining in. How do you compare 3 years data and think the person to get the same results? That is a wrong alignment. How many of you are able to understand? Give me chat one if you're able to understand. So the right thing to understand is maximum to go 2 or 3 months before. Whenever you're checking a data, the most relevant data is only in Amazon. After 3 months, every data is redundant. You cannot analyze and you should not be analyzing. It is not going to work for you. Okay. So always focus on, let's say today is May, maximum March, Feb, and Jan. That's your 3 months data. Nothing more than that. It is a myth if you just go there, right? It will not work out. All right. Okay. Okay. So always check the data. I would say I check data of only, like, let's say maximum 14 days or 30 days. I don't go and check 60 days data, 65 days data. If I want to check like how my campaigns are performing, because it's a wrong comparison if you just check like for like many months before, right? Market changes every single quarter. Okay. Right. Okay. So how many of you have understood high, semi-high ACOS keywords, right? Type in chat if you have understood the semi-high ACOS keywords. Exactly like this, you have to filter, let's say greater than 20 and less than 50% ACOS, and you have to drop the bids by 25%. Now this will actually help maintain, try to get you sales, but the ACOS will reduce because you're bidding less. When you bid less, your cost per click also goes down. How many of you are able to understand it's making sense for you? Yeah, type in chat one if it's making sense for you. Okay. If suggested bid is 25 rupees for one keyword, how much should I need to bid for that same keyword? Depends upon your category. I would say start with 12 rupees, or look at your uh, dashboard of advertising. It will give you an average CPC. Go with that. All right. Okay. if we are dropping bids, won't the number of impressions go down? Yes, that's exactly right. That's what we want, right? You cannot do both things. You cannot have thousands of impressions always going on and still have a very high cost. Then what's the point? If you reduce the impression, that means that's okay. Less people are seeing, less clicks are coming, less bid. That means less cost per click. So ACOS comes under control. You need to always balance profitability with the sales. Just having sales and no profitability is like you're shooting for something, like you're shooting in the dark, and it's just going to like make you unprofitable. You might have good sales, but the profit will be zero. That's for sure. Okay. Should we have same keywords on multiple campaigns? All these things I'm going to cover. Okay, awesome. Let's move forward. Hack number 5, mistaken keywords. What is the hack number 5? Echo back in the chat. Echo back in the chat. What is the hack number 5? Hack number 5. Mistaken keywords. All right. Repeat with me. Mistaken keywords. So what exactly is a mistaken keyword, right? Now, these are the keywords that are having sales previously. Okay. But we have stopped mistakenly due to some data attribution delays or by error. I can promise you this thing, okay? I want you to if you are an HRS student, you can do a bulk download. I promise you, you go back and download, like either you go do it manually, last 60 days, or let's say last 30 days, you go in each of the campaigns and you will, I promise you, you'll find those keywords that you have paused by mistakenly somehow, and they have got you good sales at a proper ACOS, at a decent ACOS. Now, these are called mistaken keywords. You have by mistakenly paused this. Maybe sometimes the Amazon shows you error that it has got you spends and clicks, but no sales have come. But actually, this keywords have generated sales. Sometimes you do it by mistakenly. There are many reasons to it. These keywords are having sales which were previously stopped mistakenly by you or by attribution delays or errors, right? Unpause these keywords which are getting sales and restart those keywords. So you have to go back and down, you can go to each campaign, filter the date, like the date range over here, for example, filter this by, let's say, last 30 days, go back to each campaign and find those keywords which have been paused and they have got more than 0 orders at a decent ACOs. I promise you, if you do it, you will find, like last time when I did on a larger account, I found 2,58,000 rupees of keywords that we have stopped in the last month. 2,58,000 rupees of thing. How many of you are able to understand? Give in the chat I. Right. So I want you to do this exercise. Okay. So these are called mistaken keywords. So unpause these keywords. If you have by mistakenly paused it, unpause these keywords which are getting sales and restart those keywords again. So you can pause the keyword again, unpause the keyword. So you will restart the keywords. This will bring in sales that was stopped previously to your current sales. This will bring new sales, right? Which you have stopped before, it will bring you new sales. Do this activity every 15 days, or you can do it 30 days, once in 30 days. How many of you are able to understand? Give me the chat 1 if you're able to understand this. It's fairly simple. Okay. Go into each campaign, click on pause. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do one thing for you, as some people asked me. Let me just do it for you. Okay. Just allow me a minute, and I would do it just for you. All right. Okay. Any questions so far, everyone? How many of you got it? Give the chat got it if you have got this last optimization hack. Okay, fine. All right. So let's move forward with the few minutes. Okay. Now you can see, right, one of the accounts that we have worked with. Okay. And I just want to show you the power of complete. If you apply all these hacks along with, what to launch when. Before, in the month of May 2021, right, this account was doing 27 lakh 73,980, rupees of sales before joining Hands with Advertising Saga, right? Exactly a year before, right? May 2021, 27 lakh 73,980. Boom. After 1 year, right? Almost like this is April's data. 1 crore 88 lakhs. 278% total sales growth. How many of you think that is a phenomenal growth? Are you able to understand the difference, the power, right? If you do all these hacks correctly in the time frame that I, giving you, like, of course, and you know what to launch and how to launch, and you have a right partner. Let's say you are a busy business owner, you're doing good numbers, but you don't have, like, team to scale you. Struggling, to scale. Let's say you're just doing 20-25 lakhs, you're not able to increase it because you don't have a team, you don't have the time. If you do manufacturing, your advertisement fails. Like, you need a balance of both, right? You need both the pillars to be strong in order to grow. Yes or no? Type in the chat. And these sales are not coming from 100 SKUs. Only 30-40 SKUs that we are marketing. They have a good catalog, but definitely we are not marketing everything. Only 25-30 SKUs maximum. At a profitable ACUS. Are you able to understand? Give me chat 1 if you're able to understand. Okay. How many of you are in this stage where you are doing good sales, but you don't have the right team to scale yourself fast? Type in chat I if you're able to understand. Yeah. You have good sales, at least 20-25 lakhs, right? You are doing that kind of numbers, but you are not able to do it because either you focus on product research, your employees, your production, new product research to increase your entire profit of the business, having a vision, knowing what you have to do, or you do this advertisement, growing sales, and always go back and forth, and just end up being frustrated because you're not going anywhere. Neither your production is taking a hit, neither your skills are improving with the same. Okay, awesome. Right, hack number 6, and we are coming closer, guys. Right, hack number 6 is zero impression keywords. How many of you have ever wondered that when you launch any campaign, certain keywords never get impressions? How many of you have been in that situation? Right, now generally this situation is common, right? So what you have to do, you have to understand Amazon's algorithm is always designed to send more and more impressions, or let's say clicks and spend or budget, to only high volume keywords, always high volume keywords. All right. So these are the keywords having zero impression, okay, but no clicks. So you go to your campaign, Amazon advertising campaign, last 60 days data, you'll find certain keywords which have zero impression. They have zero impression, right? And they don't, like, of course, if they have zero impression, they will have no clicks. Now, what are these keywords doing? They are just sitting in your shelf and doing like nothing, right? You put them into the campaign for a reason, right? So that they could get impressions, and then they could get sales eventually. So these are the keywords having zero impression but no clicks. They might have the chances they are sitting in your campaign, but they have never got a chance to show up, either because you have very low bids for these keywords. Maybe you have just put 1 rupee bid, 2 rupees, or very small bid, and they never got a chance of impression because your bid was so low. So what you have to do for this, you have to revive this keywords. You will increase the bids of these keywords and allow them to have at least a chance to appear in the ad auction. When you increase the bids of these kind of keywords which have zero impression, might be once you get the right bid, your ads will show, impressions will come, and those keywords which were sleeping, right, since so many months, never getting impressions, they all of a sudden start getting impressions, clicks, and sometimes they also convert into a sale. This is literally like one of the very, very important things that you should be doing. It's called zero impression keywords. Every, I would say, 30 days or 60 days, you should do it once. increase the bids of all those keywords which are having zero impressions. Do this activity 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days. Depends upon your schedule. I'm not telling you to do it every single day. You can do it if you think that you're very busy. Do it in 30 days, but do it. Have a consistent system of doing that. You can increase that by 15% to 25%. Depends. If you want to be a very aggressive and you have the budget to test it, do it 25%. But if you're very conservative, go with 10 to 15% only. Is that clear? Give in chat I if you are able to understand and it's clear for you. Yeah. How many of you are enjoying this, right? How many of you are getting some new insights? Type in chat new insights if you're getting some new insights with this. Right? Most people think that advertisement is just like 2 clicks. You spend and then you don't get sales, you get devastated, things don't work. No, there is so many things that you've got to do if you have to scale fast at profitable rate. Okay, a quick hack. Okay, this is very important and this is for hack number 6. Okay, most of the times these zero impression keywords are there because they might have never got a chance due to lower campaign budget. For example, if you have a campaign and you have 100 keywords inside that, you have a campaign, you have 100 keywords inside that, and you have 100 rupees bid. And there are only 4 keywords which are always eating the entire money of you. Of the entire campaign, these monies are like this, they are eating the entire money. Those keywords do not get a chance because they don't have the budget. There is no campaign goes out of budget. That could be one of the reasons also, right? In that situation, what you can do is you can create a new campaign with all these zero impression keywords and giving their own budget, so that now Amazon will have to give them the budget to spend and these kind of zero impression keywords work. Maybe your bids are good for zero impression keywords. They are not able to get any impression because they don't get the budget from the campaign. All the budget is taken by 2 or 3 keywords only. Then create a separate campaigns for these people. This will make sure that your zero impression keywords get sufficient amount of budgets that these keywords deserve to be, in order to get tested. How many of you are able to understand? Give me in the chat 1 if you're able to understand. Yes, you can also increase the budget. Then again, if your keyword volume is very high, Sayyad, again, those keywords will eat up the entire money. Sometimes the keyword volume of such keywords are so high that you give them 10,000 rupees of budget, still they will take out all the budgets, right? Yeah. All right. So we are coming to the final 7th hack, and wait till the end for the questions and one more thing, right? Okay. So hack number 7 is pausing keywords with high spend. Okay. So now these are the keywords which are having very good impressions. They have a lot of clicks and they also have high spend, but there is no sales coming. Impressions are huge. Clicks are there. Spend is coming, but there is no sales. Now keywords with clicks more than 10. If you have a keyword with 10 clicks or more, and the spend is, let's say, 50 rupees or more, and 0 orders, all the 3 criteria, right? They have 10 clicks or more. They're spending 50 rupees or more. They spend more than 50 rupees and they have 0 orders. Then pause them. Then literally pause them. Okay. Now pausing these keywords will stop your current wasted ad spend. Whatever money you're wasting, it will stop that. And your future wasted ad spend will also be there. How many of you are able to understand? Now, why do we do this activity? You got to understand, if you just keep these keywords going on, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? First of all, they're not converting into a sale. They are not converting into a sale. Any which ways, it is not doing any good to you. And if you don't pause it right now, maybe it will, like, let's say these keywords spent 200 rupees, let's say in the last 60 days. Now, if you don't stop that, it will actually turn out to be in next 2-3 months. It can actually start bleeding 1,000 to 2,000 rupees per keyword. Let's say, imagine if you have 20 keywords like that, you're just spending 20,000 bucks in complete waste. How many of you are clear with the hack number 7, pausing keywords with high spend? Type in chat clear if you are able to understand. right? Okay, again, a quick hack on this part, very, very important. You need to take clicks and spend differently for different price products. Now, I told you to take the 10 clicks, right? But if you have products which are cheap, let's say 499, 599, 699 also, you can use this method. 10 clicks, 50 rupees, zero sales. But if you have a high ticket product, if you're selling a product for 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10 clicks are not sufficient. 50 bucks is not sufficient. You have to go with 30 clicks, 35 clicks, 40 clicks before you pause a keyword. How many of you are able to understand? Give in the chat I, right? This will make sure when you do different bifurcations for different types of products, this will make sure that you're not pausing a keyword without giving them enough time before they have been stopped to unblock maximum sales. You have to, you got to understand this is a thumb rule. Lower the price, higher the conversion. Higher the price, lower the conversion. So if you don't give high clicks to those kind of keywords, most of the times you're just leaving a lot of money on the table and you are pausing the keywords way earlier. You're not giving them enough time. Imagine you are pausing them on the 10 clicks and this same keyword would have generated a sale if you allowed them 3 more clicks, example. So just stopping them for high ticket at a cheap clicks is not recommended. Okay. Okay, last and the final hack number 8. Okay, this is a bonus hack, right? Bonus hack. Okay, so this is called negative phrase, right? So when you check your search terms monthly, okay, when you check your search terms monthly, search terms that are irrelevant and not getting sales, and they are spending a lot of money, do negative phrase, okay, negative phrase. When I say negative phrase, that means you got to be very, very careful, okay, very, very careful. Let me just check if I do have an example to show you, okay, yeah. So I don't have an example, but let's say in 99% of the cases, you will always do negative exact. When do you do negative phrase? Let's say I go into my campaigns, I'm selling water bottles. I see a lot of keywords, spending a lot of money, but they are not producing sales. And I see a common, keyword inside all the search terms. Let's say I see a brand name called Cello, called Built-in, something which is common in 60% of my search terms. Then I would do negative phrase, let's say Milton name. Then somebody types anything with Milton, my ad will not show. But you got to be able to understand that negative phrase should be used with utmost attention. If you do by mistakenly, let's say water bottle as negative phrase, all the search terms with negative phrase, like with water bottle, your ads will never show up. I would recommend, if you're not able to have the time, don't use negative phrase, but only if you are able to understand the effect of it, and you understand that, this is like truly necessary, then do negative phrase, right? The things that you can actually do negative phrase is like the brand names, right? And super, super irrelevant. Let's say your product is water bottle, but you're showing for football. You can do negative phrase football and brand names. So then your ads will not convert for other brand names. Generally, that is just going to spend your money and not convert into a sale. How many of you are clear with hack number 8 as well? Give me the chat I. Yep. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to answer all of the questions in the forward, right? All right. Now, this is again one of the accounts. This is just to prove you and show you all the techniques that I'm talking. It works, right? One of the accounts that we just onboarded on the month of March, their sales were around 11,52,000. Okay. Now we use all these optimization and of course a lot of other strategies. In 1 month, right, from March, they were doing 11,52,000. You can see the advertisement also in the month of March was, first of all, in the month of March, their total sales were 11,52,000. Then the ACOS was almost 30%. And the advertising sales were 5,75,000 at ACOS 29.93. In 1 month, boom, they went from 11 lakhs to 19,73,000. A whooping 19,73,000. Of course, the accounts were very under optimized, right? 19,73,000. So what happened? The advertising sales First of all, you can see the advertising sales were 5,72,000 in the month of March. It grew to 11,46,000 in one short month. Now, ACOS, which was 29 point something, came down to 26,4.5. They increased their sales by 8 lakhs and the ACOS also reduced. How many of you think that is fantastic? Yes or no? Like both things together, which is very, very difficult to happen. Yes or no? Right? So if you see, the total sales growth was 8 lakhs in just 1 month, and the ACOS total reduction percentage was 11.65. When you use all the techniques, optimization that I'm talking about. All right. So currently, if you are a brand owner or a large seller and doing at least 10 lakhs or above and not having the time, first of all, it's very, very important that time and the experience to grow your Amazon business. Okay. By the way, how many of you are in this situation? You are doing at least 10 lakhs or above, but you don't have the time to do this advertisement, growing sales, all these things I'm talking about. You don't even have the expertise, right? You're very good in production. You want to focus on your business and grow it. How many of you are over here like that? Zishan, Mohit, Hiren. Yeah. And you're doing at least 10 lakh rupees approximately, right? Then if you are truly interested in growing, right, then you can apply to be a partner with us, our Advertising Saga, to help you grow faster while you can focus on your core business activity, right? So you can partner with us and you can apply to be a partner with us. And if we think that we are a good fit, then we will truly help you grow fast so that you are not focusing on anything else. You're not focusing on the marketing activities. Rather than your focus is only on one thing. Number one is to get high quality products, product research, operational activities, FBA, all those things, all operational and vision building things, and not on the marketing. How many of you would like to have a partner with so much expertise on your side to help you grow? Type in chat. Right? But it's not for everyone. We cannot help everyone, right? It's only going to be if it's you can apply, and if it's a right fit, we could definitely help you with. Okay, all right. Now, let me just give you a small understanding as to how the entire thing goes in our agency, just to get you an understanding. There's a 90-day growth plan that we generally implement and deploy in every account that we take, right? So first, basically the first goal is to just see, is this brand a good fit for us? Can we help them? Yes or no? If we cannot help them, we say a no. If we can help them, it's a right fit, it's a right marriage, then we go ahead and we can actually help you, right? So it's a 90-day growth plan that we generally use. Here's the exact system and the framework that we use in order to grow accounts, right? I'm sharing it like literally my blueprint, right? That is inside my agency. We start with first goal defining, right? Every client comes with a goal, short-term goal and a long-term goal. Maybe right now your ACOS is bleeding, let's say 100%, and your goal is to come down to, let's say 50% first. That's a short-term goal, like control my ACOS viral. I'm not able to make any profit. Like that's my goal first. Sometimes your goals are like, Viral, for last 1 year, my sales are only 20 lakhs. I'm not able to grow. I'm doing everything, but I'm not able to grow. So your your second client goal is like the sales are stagnant. Like get me past 20 lakh now, please. Third one, hey Viral, I am a startup. I have a lot of money, right? I am a funded company. I just want to capture consumers. I have the money to burn. Let the ACOS be 200% also. I want customers, like do everything. That's the third type of customer, right? So we start with defining your goals. Like what exactly is your goal? Okay. ACOS. What is your first primary goal? Like short-term goal, when I say quarter goal, what is the 90 days goal? Is it to reduce ACOS, increase sales? Like you cannot do generally both. Sometimes you can do both, like how we do it. But what's your short-term and long-term goal? 3 monthly goal and let's say a year's goal. Then we go into your account and we do restructuring. That means we find every single keyword and campaign currently which is working in your account and not producing result and just wasting a lot of money. So we stop all the wasted ad spend first. so that your ACOS automatically comes under control, like number one, so that instantly you are profitable upfront. Then we start with researching, keyword research, all of your top products, creating strategies, and then start launching those strategies like in your account. Okay. That's called keyword research. We research all the competitors, all the categories, every single thing, so that, and we deploy different strategies in your all SKUs in a way that produces sales. Then we do bid optimization 3 times a week, all these optimizations that I'm talking about, so that your ACOS is always under control. Then we do performance analysis every month. There's a review call where we do entire performance analysis, summary, what's happening in your business, how do you grow, like all this good stuff, so that you can understand what I should do next to improve my business. Then we do scaling up. Like month number 1 is testing, month number 2 is optimization, month number 3 is hyper scaling. So first month we just do a lot of testings. The second month, what we do is we do a lot of optimization, so that whatever is working, we optimize that. Whatever is not working, we pause that. And third month, once we understood what is working, we do hyper scaling. That's exactly how we scale multiple 40 plus brands. And then last is conversion optimization, where we give you recommendations to change certain things to improve your conversions of those SKUs which are not working. How many of you are able to understand a little bit about my 90-day growth plan? Type in chat I if you're able to understand. 90-day growth plan, right? Yeah. It's not a magic pill. 1 month everything changes. No. Yes, we do get results in 1 month also for many sellers. But 90 days is like a holistic view. All right. Okay. Now, by apply, so now of course the thing, this framework, you can take a screenshot, you can apply on your own self as well. I've given you all the resources, tools to like understand and do it. Of course, if you have a team and they are producing your results, that's completely okay, right? But if you are someone who is doing good sales, maybe 10, 15 lakhs, but you're not able to grow, you don't have a team, you don't have the time, then definitely, we would like to invite you to apply for Advertising Saga, right? By applying this path, you can increase your visibility to a very targeted audience, get consistent growth in your sales, which is very important, right? Most people get, sales like this. One day they get like, from 7 lakh to 14 lakhs, but the next month again, they fall from 14 lakhs to 10 lakhs. No. Business is all about slow and consistent growth. Consistent. That's what we are looking for. So you can use this path and increase your visibility to a very targeted audience, get the consistent growth in sales on your products without wasted ad spend and without investing more time and effort in it, right? So you have 2 options. First of all, it's very simple. You can continue with whatever you're doing. You have a good team. Maybe you're using third party. If you are satisfied, you think that's what is, what you want. And you can, if you're an HR, you think you can apply and you're doing it well, do it on your own. There's no problem, right? That's option number 1. Do it how you are already doing it. Maybe if that is getting results, continue, right? If there is something that you're not doing right now and it's not working for you, option number 2, you can experience, right? Option number 2 is you can experience 25-30% increment in your sales minimum in our 90-day growth program without stressing out and burning money in trying to scale your Amazon business with the help of an expert, right? With ourselves as an expert, as a team, we can do all these things for you in our 90-day Amazon Growth Accelerator program, right? It's a done for you service. It's not a program. We manage it for you while you focus on your business. All right. Now look at Advertising Saga, like why there's a huge advantage, right? I just want to explain you why there's so huge advantage with working with us if you're truly looking to work with us as compared to anybody else, right? The number 1 thing is because we do this thing every single day and we have grown more than 40 plus brand in last 12 months only. Like we breathe and we sleep this activity. So why should you be working? We don't do anything else. We don't do product research. We don't do listing optimization. We don't do anything. All we do is live and breathe Amazon advertising. And now I want you to help you scale your account for the same. So we have set aside some time in the next week to speak to you personally about how we can help you scale your Amazon business. The cost of this call is completely free. Okay. So if you're truly interested, you can apply to work with us. It's completely free. And we can see like if there is something that we can actually help you. If are we the right people or the right fit to actually help you grow, right? So we have set aside some time next week to speak to you personally about how we can help you scale your Amazon business. So if you are thinking of picking up the option number 2, which is partnering with us, then we want to invite only 10 Amazon sellers, be it any marketplace, right? If you are in selling in US, UK, in any marketplace on Amazon, right? And you have a minimum sales of 15 lakhs or $20,000 in the US or equivalent in the Europe, and you want our team to implement this path and help you scale and get consistent and predictable sales, unlike anywhere else, this service is designed by an Amazon seller, which was me, specifically for Amazon sellers like yourself looking to grow, right? How many of you want to be a part of our, like our engagement? Type in the chat, I. And you meet the criteria as well. You're doing at least 15 lakh rupees. How many of you are doing at least 15 lakh rupees? Type in the chat. Singh, Brainy Wood, yeah. Hari Sayyed. Okay. Yes. If you're doing that thing and you need help, that's it, right? We cannot work with everyone because we don't have like we generally don't work, like it's not we only look for ROI, right? If there's no ROI with the brand, we cannot grow you. Like it doesn't make sense to work with you, right? All right. So what you can do is we have over like more than not 100 people, more than 200 people on this training right now. And my schedule can only take 14 calls over the next 5 days. And we will expire after that, right? 14 calls for the next 5 days. So you must apply now. If you truly want to work with me and my team, then you can go to this link, and I'm also going to put in the chat. You can apply to work with me over a Zoom call. Okay. In the next 5 days, you will get a slot and you can book it. So I'm going to put in the chat right now this link, or you can go to the website as well. Okay. Right. Okay. Now remember one thing, only apply if your sales are at least 10 lakhs, 10 to 15 lakhs. If you're doing it less, your application will be rejected. Right. So at least if you're doing that way and you need true help, like you're truly looking to scale or reduce your ACOS, whatever is your thing, right? If you're looking for that, then do it. Don't waste your time and my time by just applying and wasting time, right? We will not be able to work together. If you're doing less, I would highly recommend, if you're doing less, first grow your sales, because we will not be able to help you, right? Because we are more about scaling. We are not about, going to help like small sellers, because there will be no ROI for your business. That's the reason. All right. How many of you are able to understand? How many of you are applying? Type in the chat I, if you're already applying. Yes. So I already got 7 bookings lined up. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Rathod, it will not work for you. So it's better. Okay. Ganga Sagar says yes. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm open to any questions you have right now. So any questions you have, you can ask me right now. Yeah. Okay. Fine. All right. So in the meanwhile, you can go to amazon.viraljain.in/book call now, and you can book a call if you are truly wanting to work with us, right? Okay. Okay. So what's your question? Let's go with some of the questions that are there. Okay. Thanks for your clarity. Could you please elaborate on Amazon ranking criteria? One of our competitors ranked amazingly very, very fast. How to optimize ranking? So maybe what your competitors is doing is they are running very, very aggressive top of the search campaign for one of the keywords that they are, that they are advertising very well. So what happens is when you advertise and you're also losing a lot of money on that keyword and you're converting sales, your organic sales improves. So either he is doing that or he is going outside Amazon, asking other people to type the keyword, let's say yellow serum, and then they are actually finding their product and buying. That is how they are improving their organic rank. So either PPC or through that. Reddy Rathod says, what is the better option? I would say, Reddy, you learn first, right? You learn first. When you are a small seller, I would say don't take services. Always learn all your businesses. Always learn the business to a good extent, unless and unless you're a brand. Okay. If you're a very big brand offline and you want to go online, that's a different thing. Otherwise, I would say, highly recommend learn, grow to 4, 5, 6 lakhs on your own. It's easy. Then you go with services to scale, because like I would say literally like you lose more money than like, so I think we have already got 10 bookings or more. So, okay, awesome. Why sometimes auto campaigns don't get started even after 1 week? Auto campaigns generally work. If you see close match, if you're doing the right bits, it should start getting impressions in 2 hours. If it is not, then it will not. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. How do we get the data of how much did we did via organic and ad spend? What you can do is you can, like, are you talking about spending or are you talking about orders, Mr. Sayyed? What exactly are you talking about? Okay. Okay, orders. So you can go to your advertisement and you can check like how much sales have you got from PPC. Let's say you got total 100 orders, and from Amazon advertising you got 60 orders from all the campaigns of that SKU. Then you got 40 orders from organic. That's how you do it. HRA program is better for me. Yes, ready. But currently we have stopped taking new students for our HRA program. Yes, we are actually revamping, or we will be revamping and coming up with a very new program, a brand new program. And maybe this is not going to be happening very soon. It's going to take, maybe after 3 months. Yeah, that's it. A completely high ticket program. Yeah. So currently HRA, we are not taking any more students. We are closing it down. Yeah. I know it was very successful for many people. Yeah. Okay. How to get back negative keywords? You need to archive, Rajiv. You can go into any Amazon portal. Let me just explain you with an example. So let's say you can go to any of the campaigns currently. Okay. Let's say you can go to the campaigns, ad group. Okay. Then you can go to search term. I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So go to negative, for example. Okay. Let me just add negative exact, right? Let's say football, for example. Add negative. Right now I can't do it because this account doesn't have permissions. But you can go back and just click on this negative, or you can do archive and your negative keywords will go away. Okay. Yeah. All right. We have another question. I sell jewelry in 5 different categories: necklace, bracelets, rings, etc. Okay. Our number one hack is applicable on exact ads, or is it applicable on broad and phrase ads? Or all the, like, are you talking about negative exact? Is it, Shubham, or what? Okay. Okay. Improve your images, Shaheen. If you're getting impressions and clicks but no sales, either your keyword is not relevant or your main image is not that good. Change that, experiment that. Hi, Viral. This isn't a question, but just want to tell you that I was tired of seeing your ads 4 times or 5 times a day, and I was like, who is this guy? Only after I saw now and took your 3-day class, I found your true potential. I found your true potential. Will focus on making sales and joining you soon. That's amazing. Right? How many of you have seen my ads multiple times before? Give me the chat. Right? If you have seen multiple ads, like, how many of you think I grab attention? I force you to come to my class. If you have seen my ads, right? You don't see it 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times you'll see my ads. Yes or no? Now let me ask you one thing. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you trust that I do good marketing? At least I'm a good marketer. I can get attention. Even if you don't want to give me attention, I will always be coming in your feeds. I will always be coming in your, in front of you. Yes or no? Sometimes mails. Some people tell me there's so much of you, like, they complain about me. I say that's good. Even if they're complaining, I don't care. Why? Do you know which is the new currency in the market? Type in the chat, what is the highest valued currency in the market currently? What is the highest valued currency in the market? It is attention. If you have anybody's attention, you will have their money. The most difficult thing in the market is to get attention. Even with your product, it could be the world-class product. But if you don't have the buyer's attention, nobody's going to buy your product. So the number one invisible currency is attention. If you have somebody's attention, rest of the game is very easy. All right. Okay. Remind me when you start HRA. Ready? Yes, you can drop a mail to support@advertisingsaga.com. Ready? Yeah. All right. Kindly help sellers below 5 lakhs with your service. So it would be great. I've learned a lot from you. So let's see. Gitanjali, I mean, I have nothing against small sellers. The only thing is like, there will be like all the strategies that I teach, like I do in my agency, that is generally a very high spend, like it's very, very high budgeting kind of thing. A small seller generally doesn't like, they will not like it. Like it will not work for them. That's the reason we don't do it. That is why we teach in the program, like do it on your own self. It is much more easier, faster, and like better for you in the start, right? When you grow, then you can come to us and we will help you out. Yeah. Last month for a keyword, my ACOS is 19%, but this month is 30%. I did no changes. That is a problem. You need to do changes. Mahesh, you need to do changes. You need to do optimization every time. If you're not doing it, it will increase. Any keyword that is good right now will not remain good in your lifelong. You need to change it. All right. Okay. Okay. How to rank fastly those keywords which are already indexed, but organic rank those keyword is under 200. Start bidding on them, Pawan. Find those keywords, create a new campaign, and start increasing your Amazon advertising campaigns on them. If you convert into a sale for these keywords, then your organic rank will automatically jump. There is no other way to do it. Okay. Can we list other sellers brand names in our listing? No, it's not allowed, Ashish. Your account can get suspended. Okay, suspended. All ASIN catch-all at what interval should be revised or should run a parallel campaign? No, you just keep it going. I have some catch-all campaigns I'm running for almost 7 months. No issue. Keep it going. When you get a new listing, you add that into your catch-all campaign. That's it. Okay, last few questions before we leave. By the way, how many of you have applied? Give me the chat I if you have applied and your sales are good, right? About 10 lakhs. Otherwise, the application will be rejected, right? So just don't do it. Catch-all is the best campaign that I have ever run. Thank you, sir. Says Apo. Okay, amazing. Yeah. Ganesh Bosle, your catch-all is just boom, says Vipul Nayak. Okay, thank you. That's amazing. Good to hear that it's working for you guys. Got very good clicks on first page, but no sales. Listing new with 0 reviews. It is because reviews. Yes, Rajiv, that's correct. Generally, it is for reviews. Yeah. But if you have a right product with very good images, it should convert at least, even at a higher ACOS, it should convert. Okay. So look at your pictures very, very well. Okay. Yeah. I joined later. You will provide video no. Okay. I was getting BSR. Okay. Almost 75,000 rupees of sales generated, says Omkar, with your catch-all. That's amazing. Vipul Nair says, it just saved my job. Like you just saved my job. That's amazing. Yes, but that's amazing. Okay. Can I perform catch-all campaign for 5 categories yes, you can, Radhika. You can put all your categories into one. That doesn't matter. Okay. So, I mean, I saw this Vipul Nayak's post. I just wanted to tell about him. So Vipul Nayak, do you want to unmute and tell, like, your story, like how you saved your job. Yeah. Give the chat one if you want to do it. Yeah. I'll unmute you. You can actually tell a little bit about your journey, because it's very good and it's very soothing to hear. So Vipul, are you there?
Hi Viral, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi Vipul, how are you?
It's really my pleasure to getting on a call with you firstly, and it was literally it was my I'm doing a job, all right, and the sales got dropped badly, and uh, it was I got like getting fired daily, and it was bad time for some time. Later I have just joined your 5 days course, and over there you have just shared some best tips and tricks, and literally I have just implemented those, and still I'm implementing it, and I'm getting good result. Now I'm desperately waiting for the HRA program. That's why I think you might got a ping on a Instagram or maybe on other platforms also. But I'm seriously as you said in last some one of your lectures, that you need some mentor for the Amazon. I think you are the best one in this industry. This is what I feel like.
Thanks a lot, Vipul, for sharing your experience. So Vipul was, one of my students in, again, 5-day workshop. Uh, Implemented a lot of things, and he shared some of the results on my Instagram to me, which was very soothing. And like, he told me the background story. Like, for me, it is not more about you getting more sales. I mean, I know you will get if you do it, because I've been doing this for years. But what was a good part, that he was actually having a very tough time in his job, and because of, like, small, maybe like I would say, like, small teaching that I could deliver to him, he could actually increase the sales and make his job saved, which was a fantastic. And it feels like a lot of gratitude when you can actually help a lot of people actually do things that maybe they have never done, right? So amazing, Vipul. I'll definitely let you know when we get started back with HRA. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go forward with the same. All right. Okay, so we have last 5 minutes before we end the call. All right. So I'm going to answer questions like a rocket now. Okay. Okay. Does ASIN, which are out of stock, impact the catch-all campaign? Yes, because if they are getting you sales and you go and they drop, like you're out of stock, then the ACOS may go up also. So it does affect, right? Lister optimization में helium 10 में according maximum कितने reviews को pick करना चाहिए? लिस्टिंग ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में हीलियम 10 के अकॉर्डिंग मैक्सिमम कितने रिव्यूज को पिक करना चाहिए? आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस क्वेश्चन, सॉरी. Promoting the product, is it real or fake testimonials? Promoting the product, is it a real or fake testimonial? What do you mean by that? Okay, I watched your YouTube video, and Ganesh says, I watched your YouTube video, and my sale goes too good, which is also free. I run UK as well as India. That's amazing, Ganesh. So imagine, like, with free, if you can do so much, when you truly are focused and you do it systematically, how much more you can do it, right? Poco says, I want to join HRA. Right now, we have closed HRA, so we are not taking any more students. So sorry on that part. Yeah, we'll get back to you when we restart it. Search volume and bidding, every keywords can change after 39 days. Yes, that's correct, Subhanshu. Listing optimization may, okay, I want to, okay. I was getting BS. Okay, so I'm just going to close down the chat so that I will only answer the remaining questions that are there. I was getting BSR of the ASIN, but now it is showing undefined. This happens because Amazon decides it. Amazon changes the categories, BSR. Sometimes if you see in beauty category, specifically in India, the BSR is gone. Like most of the beauty categories don't have. So then there's nothing to worry. It's just that Amazon changes the BSR for some categories. Like it just makes them undefined. So no, nothing to worry. It's Amazon's algorithm. Can't do much. Doesn't affect your sales or listing. Images done professionally. Are you selling the right product, Shaheen? Is the product research right? Either your product research or your images, like or your launch. These are two things that is missing. I'm 100% sure on that part. All right. Okay, what is your ideal CTR you are mentioning in hack 2? Ideal CTR, I would say 0.5 or more is good. 0.5. Okay, what is the ideal ACOS? It depends upon your profit margin. If your profit margin is 40%, then ideal ACOS is less than 40% is good. Whatever is your profit margin. All right. All right. Any more questions anybody has? Like, we have another 2 minutes before we end this call. By the way, how many of you found this super valuable? Type in the chat. So today's class got super valuable for you. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Is there something like old campaigns don't work after sometimes, so creating new campaigns with the same keyword strategy results better? It's actually different, Anubrata. It's actually different. Old campaigns generally perform very well. Like older the campaigns, the better is the conversion and the history with Amazon. So they perform better. So generally it should not dry up. If you think that these old campaigns are not performing, I would suggest you increase the bids of their keywords again to revive them. Okay. In my catch-all campaign has 15% ACOS. We received order from the keyword from the brand name, and the rest keyword no sales. Okay. Yeah, it could be. Loved it says, okay, super. As stress balls, great. When should we check? And I would say do it every 14, like you can check your campaigns data every 3 days for the last 14 days. Okay. So let's say today is a Friday. You can check it for the Friday. You should check on a Monday. So after 2 days, you can check always. Okay. I would say Tuesday is a better time. Like I would say Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. Looking forward to such more webinars. Yeah, super, very insightful. Okay. I was getting some impressions on the campaign, but suddenly impressions are decreased even after increasing the bids by 25%. This is weird. Sometimes it happens. Then what happens? Like most of the times, this is a scenario, Anubrata, because your competitors have increased the bids very much. Maybe all the traffic has gone down. So you again try to increase the bids and see if the impressions come back. Okay. And maybe those the keywords that you were getting good impressions, maybe you are coming on page 1, position 1, but check your position. Are you showing up on the first page, position 1 or 2, 3, 4? Because if impressions are dropping, maybe because of that. Okay. So increase your bids again and check it. Maybe your competitors have increased the bids a lot. Does pausing campaigns overnight affects? Yes, it does. It could be, Rajat. I would say don't do this. It's called day parting. I don't do it. You can try it, but it should not affect that much. I would say I should not, right? Yeah. In the theory, it should not. I have not tested it, I would say. All right. I think there are so many questions. I will just stop it right now. Okay. Creating multiple campaigns with same keywords with different bids do any goods or harm? Creating multiple campaigns with same keywords with different bids in different match types. So example, if I'm bidding football in broad, phrase, and exact, then it is fine. Then there is no problem. With different bids, no problem. But if you're creating 3 campaigns, let's say broad, and you're using the same keywords, football, that is not wrong. That is harmful. That will make your campaigns compete against each other. So don't do that. Okay. Different match types. Yes. Shivani says, Coach, you're fantastic. I never miss any of your webinar. Always learning something new. Thank you, Shivani. That's really good to hear. How to add more and more keywords? Best toner for men. Best toner for men. How to add more and more keywords? Yeah. You can use search term reports and do it, right, Nana? Can we pause products in variations not getting sales? Yes, of course, you should do that, Ranjit. I always do that. Do it. I paused some keywords due to its high eating money, but I checked in your lifetime data. Can we restart them? You can try it out, but I would say don't check lifetime data, check last 3 months data. Have they produced sales? Not sales, no sales in last 3 months? Stop it. Thank you so much for your valuable input. Sorry. Yes, Anubrata. Okay. Okay. Can we pause a product with variation? Yes, you can, Ranjit. Running a campaign for one product, have variations for that product. So when a buyer clicks on the ad, is he able to also see the variations? Yes. So let's say if you have a variation blue, red, green, somebody clicks on green, somebody clicks on the green product, they will come to your listing and they will see all the three colors. And then the buyer can actually test and check, is this something that they want to do? Is that something that they truly want to buy? So yes, with any variation that you advertise, a buyer can see all your product variations. All right. All right, guys, that is it from my side. I hope you have got great value from my webinar, and definitely you will, learn with that. I'm also going to give you a recording of the same, which is going to expire in the next 48 hours. So just in case, if you want to you want to revise yourself and everything, you can go back to this recording, which will give you in by tomorrow, and you can watch it, but it will expire in the next 48 hours. So make sure maximum by Sunday, you watch the webinar, implement it, and get your business rolling. All right, bye-bye and take care. I hope this was valuable enough for you. Bye-bye, and I'll see you around in the next webinar again.